Where I am now, better than before, through those open doors. Where I am now, where I am now, in a special place, a terrible place. Where I am now. It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Ylanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Ylanda, the Lady Hinton, where I am now. If you like to see us live in WGPL 1350 Studio, WMVA 88.9 FM Studio, all you have to do is go to Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Ylanda, the Lady Hinton's Facebook page, and guess what? You can see us live right here in the studio. And if you want to hear us all over the globe, all you have to do is go to 1400 AM, 1350 AM, click and listen live. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Ylanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. E. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Would you, could you, will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbors, our WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
Peace 95.3 FM, WPCE 1400 AM, and WMVA 88.9 FM.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's also welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll shout you out later on in the show.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Like, share, comment, subscribe. Go over to YouTube at Cristo Records 1. That's CRISTO Records 1. And FYI Radio Show host Ylanda Hinton. That's our newest platform. Make sure you say something, and we promise we'll shout you out.
Shout out.
Mr. E.
Yes.
What day is it today?
Today is Home Day.
What a wonderful spring hump day that was. Not only that, Mr. E, Father's Day is right around the corner.
That's right, Miss Hinton. Father's Day is right around the corner, and we want to thank our sponsor, Beard Gods, who is giving away a Father's Day gift, and you can register on Friday or call in Friday, and register for the winner or call in to win the Beard Gods gift. Give them the telephone number, how they can register, and who they need to call.
Well, to make it easy, you can drop your name right here on this platform. Any other platform, social media, you can go to my personal page, Edward Everett's personal page, FYI Radio Show's page, whatever page, say, look, put my name in, I got a beard, or I got some hair on my head. Because in this wonderful gift box, Mr. E, you have the shampoos, you have the conditioners, the balms, the oils. He got a nice little, he said a little shot cup in there for all you take little shots, whatever, picks and all kind of great things to keep you looking good. It's a wonderful Father's Day gift. And if you don't happen to win through FYI, you can always go to the website, www.beardgods.com. That's BEARDGODZ, and check it out, the products, and check out Mr. Chris Hinton, who has a wonderful business and he's doing just great, and he has some great products for you.
That's right, Mr. I started using beer guard, for my little goatee, and one thing I found out that gray hair is hard to tame and hard to get under control. So what I have done to start using beer guard is no longer dry anymore, and I don't have a shirt full of hair.
All right.
It's not breaking it off anymore.
So it's working for you, Mr.
It's working for me, and I'm so glad that I decided to use beer guard.
Absolutely. So you all look, this is our FYI Wednesday segment. What's under the hat? Issues concerning men.
That's right.
And again, we are having our giveaway. But not only are we giving away through Beard Gods, they're blessing our audience, someone from our audience, but FYI Radio Show,
That's
we're
right.
also giving away some gift cards. So don't forget to join us on Friday so you can get that gift. You can actually pick it up on Friday in time for Father's Day.
That's right. I want to say good morning to Miss Sheila Robbins, also to Miss Joanne Kellum too. Good morning, and thank you so very, very much for tuning in to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world.
Mr. Ernest Sutton is with us on our Facebook feed. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your support. Mr. E, we have a very special guest today.
That's right.
And a very special topic today.
That's right.
This is issues concerning men. And we have Mr. Dominic Everette, and he was a teenage father. We're going to talk about teenage father because that's something that we really haven't discussed. But I tell you, he was out there, they're out there, and I tell you, we are interested in finding out their experience. So, Mr. Dominic Everette, how are you?
Hello, good morning.
It's good to have you on.
Good morning, nephew.
Good morning.
Oh, nephew.
That's right.
All right, that's Mr. E's nephew. And I tell you what, thank you so much for being on FYI today. We're talking about Father's Day, but we're talking about teen fathers in particular. And though you're not a teenager anymore, you were a teen father.
I wish I was the way this
Well, look, Dominique, tell us a little bit about yourself, first of all, where you're from, and then tell us a little bit about your experience as a teen father.
I'm Eve's nephew, Dominic Everette. I'm from Chesapeake, Virginia.
All right,
I'm
now.
part of the military.
Who was in the military?
He was.
What part?
Navy.
All right, now, Navy. That is awesome. Dominique, tell us a little bit about your story. You became a teen father. We have a few questions for you. First of all, what was your reaction as you discovered that you were going to be a dad?
Oh my God! The first thing was it was nervousness and the uncertainty of what I'm gonna do.
Yes, I tell you what. Was it the news? Your reaction? What did you do? What was the first thing you did?
Dominique, what was the first thing you did when you found out that you was a daddy?
You was gonna be a dad.
Question myself.
You question yourself in what way? In what way?
Was I actually ready to be a dad?
Yes.
At 18 years old, right?
You got at that age, you're not really financially stable.
Absolutely. Look, Dominique, I want to know how the village they reacted. How did mom react? How did her mom react? How did people around you, your friends, react to this news you're going to be a young daddy?
Oh, the village played a good part. The village did what the village supposed to do, took care of the village.
Whoa. Well, that's good because
I had a good support. I had a good supporting cast. Honestly, a lot of young men don't be ready for that initial life switch.
Yes.
Because now when you're a teenager, right? So your life usually revolves around you. So now when you have that baby, your life don't revolve around you no more.
Absolutely.
So you're no longer the baby.
You no longer the baby, and some of your privileges are gone.
There it is. It's gone to the baby. Because the McDonald's money that I didn't have to eat as a kid, the grandbaby got that McDonald's money.
Well, look,
Grandma got that McDonald's money for the grandbaby.
yeah, that look. What was some of the things that your mom told you when you let her know, hey, I'm gonna be a dad? What did mom say to you? Your mom?
For a good job. That was no lie.
Love it.
That's my sister.
Okay, now this is the hard question. What did the young lady's mom say?
You better get a job.
And that is the truth. Okay, let's talk about some of the things that you're. What did Big Mama say?
Big Mama wasn't here.
Oh, okay. So listen, let's talk about some of the things that concern you at the time. And one thing you mentioned was a job, your finances. What about school? Had you finished school?
Yes, I was in the military.
Okay, you were in the military, but you were still about, well, you're teenager, 18. What about your freedom?
Yeah.
Because you know what? When you have a child, honey, you really lock down.
Yeah, you are. That's why I say you no longer living for yourself no more. Everything revolves around the baby now.
Now, when you decided that when you found out that you was a daddy now, and your little coins that you have, what was a panicky moment that you had when you found out that, well, I'm in the Navy, I'm 18 years old, now I got a great big responsibility, I got a child on the way. Did that ideal of going in the Navy, that suddenly changed? Instead of seeing the world, now you got to pay for the baby. How did that feel?
It was, I mean, it's tough because you gotta say at 18, 19, you really ain't that much short. So you're still thinking as a child.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a child raising a child. But to be honest, me personally, I wouldn't have it no other way.
Wow, that is marvelous.
I love the fact that I got to bump my head and go through the ups and downs with my child.
Did you feel judged at all? Because some people that some young people feel as though they're going to be judged. I know this one person in particular that to this day, as a grown person, they still got their mind on that mistake. They feel like it was a mistake, and they felt like they were being judged.
They judge you when you have young. They judge you when you have old. They're gonna judge you regardless.
Yes. What do you think are what was the...
And me personally, I would rather have married at 18 than 40.
Okay.
Wow.
And why is that? So you grew up with your child?
I got more life together.
Okay, what about your...
At 40, you maybe be more financially stable, but you ain't got that energy to keep up and run behind.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So when you found out that you was your girl found out that she was pregnant, how did the relationship between you and the young lady go?
It got rocky.
Tell us about that. Tell us a little bit about that. How did it get rocky?
Because keeping it wasn't my very first option.
Huh?
Keeping it wasn't my very first option.
Keeping it wasn't your first option? You wanted to abort the child?
Yes.
Why?
I was young. I was nervous.
Yes.
I had no clue what adulthood was like or fatherhood.
But Dominic, I got to ask you a hard question. Can you hear me?
But then you learn, and you love them, and you grow with them, and
yes.
Right now, she's my best friend.
What?
You should probably be deep in any moment.
Yes. So Dominic, I have a question to ask you. And a lot of guys say this. I'm not saying you said it, but a lot of them say it ain't mine. Did that come out your mouth?
Nah.
Thank God, because that's one thing I cannot hear. I can't stand hearing that because Judge Judy said it may not be yours, but it could have been.
That's right.
It could have been. Yeah. But I'm glad, but that is something that sometimes caused the relationship to become rocky when
that's only a defense mechanism from the man because he like I just said, he's confused, man. This world is being taken up.
Ooh.
So that is not mine, it's only a defense mechanism.
Okay.
Uncertainty. So he's so uncertain about how his life is going to transpire
How,
That's what he's saying.
wow. How come it didn't bring you all together though, Dominic? You and your girl, better. It did. Okay.
It had to grow. It had to grow.
Very good.
Now, when you was coming up, when you was a young man coming up, and you found out that you were a daddy, did you have any role models around you that to help you to be able to handle the situation?
Wow. Yes.
The same gentleman that raised me.
All right. You had the support system.
Yeah.
What did Mr. E say? Let's tell on Mr. E. How did he react? Look, that's what I heard.
When I told you when I needed that job, that's what Mr. E was at. Right there, hey, let me get that job.
Oh, that is marvelous.
Yeah.
Well, look, we're leading up to Father's Day. Tell us what the joys of fatherhood is. Tell us the joys. What's wonderful about it?
Me personally, I think like I enjoy Father's Day, but Father's Day is not the same for me.
Okay. Why it's not the same for you?
Because I lost a nephew, man, and it's not fair for me to celebrate without my brother.
Okay.
But I know this is a tough time for my brother right now.
Yeah.
Seeing other men celebrate what brings you in, but that's a topic that you should have too, about the fathers that lost their one.
Absolutely.
Well, and that's one of.
I feel like those guys need a lot of counseling and healing to do.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. What can we do? What can we do to help fathers that have lost a son? Is there anything we can?
It starts with a hug and reaching out to conversation. Because that it's gonna be okay, and nobody's trying to hear that.
Yeah.
Especially when you done lost that child.
Yeah, it is. Everything gonna be like that. That's the wrong stuff to say.
And you can't say that to them because you don't know how they feeling, and
Now you're being insensitive, saying it's gonna be all right. So now you look at like you're insensitive to the situation.
Now, what do you do to consult your brother, Dominic, Nikki, Brentline? What do you do to consult your brother in cases like this?
Keep his man occupied and keep him busy.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And love him and love on him, right?
Yep.
Dominic, what would you tell teenage fathers, someone that is now aware that, okay, I'm going to be a dad, I'm 15, what do I do? What things would you tell him now?
Me personally, I would tell him work hard and you don't need school to be successful. Just find you something to do that they can't take away. Find you a trade. You need more trade.
I want to ask you, is it expensive to have a child as a teen?
Listen, wait a minute. I ain't never known you to stutter. I know you speak perfectly good English, but you went off like a motorbike. Yeah.
You gotta think, I don't have a lot of stepkids. I don't help people raise theirs, raise mine. Like I know.
Oh wow.
Some babies get expensive, but I love them babies because they keep you young.
That's right.
Yes. Dominique, tell us about your son.
He's wonderful.
And daughter. Tell about being a father. Tell us about your children.
Huh?
Tell us about your children.
Oh, they grown now.
Well, tell us about them.
Yeah, my daughter's into real estate, and my son is going into the military too.
Wait a minute. Your daughter is. I'm just learning this today. That
she's a veteran baby.
You mean to tell me your kids is that old to be in the military and also to be in real estate?
20 and 19, I had them back to back. When one was coming out the oven, I was putting one in. And I ain't play. I keep telling them that. Hold on, don't get it twisted now.
So look, this is
the dad was the man. I gotta keep reminding them. I gotta reassure them.
That's right.
They ain't cooler than they dad.
Okay.
Well, look, Mr. E always talks about on the show that dads get the worst gifts in the whole wide world. Can you confirm that, Dominic?
I told Sam. I just told my daughter I don't want no wallet. Or For your birthday or when I get your mama for Mother's Day. Don't go get me no. I don't want no wallet. I don't want no toolbox. You
What?
wanna see me with this?
What do you want?
A jersey. They love football. Like why don't promote football jerseys?
That's right. They should.
They should. Like y'all sit right here and watch sports at least twice out of the week. And go get me a grill for Father's Day, and you watch it, and you know the game come on tonight.
Now, what about the restaurants? Do you see the restaurants and stores being lines being around the block? I mean, so what do dads get? How do you think dads are being treated versus mama, women?
How many commercials for dads and you see for Mother's Day?
Oh,
You don't see no sale commercials.
How many commercials have you seen for Father's Day?
You don't see it. That's right.
absolutely. I wanted to get back to
Father's Day is becoming like a non-existent day. Honestly.
Yeah.
I wanted to suggest something, Dominique, to you. I wanted to suggest that I know you said the feeling of Father's Day is bittersweet, but I was wondering if you and your other siblings and village would take the time to celebrate the life of your nephew on Father's Day, to just kind of like ease that pain and to focus on the life that he had and how you all knew him. I wonder if you all would try that and see if it will just make your brother have a different outlook on life when it comes to Father's Day or any day.
Yes, ma'am.
I would love for you to do that.
So what you gonna do? What y'all gonna do for Father's Day? I might come and hang out with y'all come Father's Day.
You can't say that on the air.
You ain't right. Wow. Wow. Dominic, give us some last words for teenagers now. I know, we're laughing, but it is not an easy task. I can imagine as a young man is getting the words, you are the father. Please give some advice before you go. Mm-hmm.
Oh, ain't no shortcuts, ain't no shortcuts. It ain't nothing. Hard work.
Wow.
What if you?
This is when your hard work is rewarded. This is when you get the reward for your hard work.
Oh, I love that.
Versus you working hard for a job and you don't get to see it. And if you're going hard for these babies, the reward is gonna be endless.
Wow.
What do you think about one last question before I let you go, nephew? What do you think about child support?
Ooh.
Ooh, that's the devil. That is the devil.
Why you call it the devil?
It is.
Yeah,
One, you're gonna put a price tag on the child. For two, there's other things that child needs besides money.
Mm-hmm.
Now, right now, in these half a days, right in that phase, if you're a mom and you're a full-time mom, right? But you don't beat your dad, you don't beat the child's daddy down for calling him a daddy. But he's home because he don't work. But now you need somebody to pick these kids up in these half a days of school, and the dad right here just gonna beat them down to nothing.
What do you
uplifting them and saying, hey, you know what? Money ain't all the kids need.
They need some love.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Survival skills. You got kids right now that's been given their thing. They don't even understand the cost side. And these young men.
Wow. Tell us about the court system, the role that they play. Are they more? They're kind of like they favor mothers as opposed to making things.
Yeah, but this is way before us. This is way before us. This is the bad and conquer. You keep them out of the household and get them what they need.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody don't like you. The cream of the crop. There's nothing more powerful than a black man. So you keep the black man out of the household. The women and the kids are easy to conquer.
Wow. I tell you what.
We definitely all people the cream with our skin color.
Yes.
Now, would you have any more now at your older age?
No, not at 40. Definitely not at 40.
You said that, man.
You said that mighty
I
fast.
couldn't even get the question out of my mouth.
I would not have one at 40.
That's it.
What would you say to your son now that he's getting ready to start a career in the military? What would you say to him to help him keep him from going down the same road that you was on?
Stay focused, man.
Stay focused. Yeah.
That's it. Stay focused on his career.
I like that. Well, Mr. Dominic Everette, thank you. Go ahead.
Like, for real, that's what if it was up to me, like,
wow.
Please just stay focused. You got plenty of time to deal with women.
Now you sound like.
Did you say what?
8 minutes. 8 minutes. When you talk about time, you want to get 8 minutes on this to 39 lap cost you 18 years. $8 dress and that cost you 18 years of child support, my man. Please make good decisions on your baby mom or your child's mama.
Ooh, you telling us something. Thank you, Dominic, so much for being on FYI Radio Show. We hope that those that are out there that are teen, take that advice. Stay focused, get a career, and don't do nothing too quick because you're going to have to pay the price.
You don't have to pay.
Absolutely.
And the price is never too low, is it?
Well, the price is going up. Don't say that price. How much is going up?
Everything going up.
How much on the carton eggs when you have to go to the store?
I think a carton of eggs for us was 63 cents or 53 cents.
All right, how much is that same carton of eggs now?
Almost $2.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Take your time, young man.
Take your time. Great advice. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, nephew.
All right, love y'all.
Love you.
You do the
God
same.
Bless you. Wow, I tell you what, he is telling the truth. It's rough according to the things that we've written and the things that we've researched. Ooh, you're gonna have to grow up mighty fast when you hear the words "You are the daddy."
That's right. One of the hardest things to understand in life of you being accused of being the daddy, and now you got to go down the channels and seek to determine whether or not you are the father.
Absolutely. It is just amazing that, kids find themselves in that predicament. Thank God that he had a support system. Mom and them were right there to rally around him. But I can still imagine that he had to go through so many things. He had the baby's mother. He had her family to look in the eye, his family to look in the eye. And then he looked at himself first. He's like, what am I going to do now?
That's right. Yeah, that's right. And when Dominic is one of the younger ones of my nephew, I got 36 nephews, and he's one of the younger ones. That's my sister's third child. So he had to go through a lot.
I wonder if somebody's on the phone that want to talk about this subject. We don't have but a minute or so. But you all, first of all, need to take heed to the advice. Stay focused. You have enough time as, young people, teenagers, to get into a relationship. Relationships are not easy.
That's right.
And so when you're talking about putting a baby into a relationship that is already going to have its challenges, honey, you better keep yourself on the straight and narrow as much as you can and wait till you get a little bit older and then face those challenges. It is not easy raising kids, even in the best situation. You're going to always have to put out financially. You got to make sure you stay wholesome and, keep your education going and tell you what, your freedom, you on lockdown.
That's right. One of the things he said, Miss Hinton, that made sense to me when he said to his son, take your time. Take your time. Get your career out of the way first. Don't worry about 8 minutes. 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Don't worry about 8 minutes. He said, because 8 minutes cost you 18 years.
I tell you what, and a whole lot of money. Annie Solario, thank you for joining us. Sheila Robbins, you too, all you all that are on our platforms, thank you for saying hello. And we just thank you for your support. Just come over here for a few minutes and we'll talk to you about some of our upcoming shows. Be blessed. Have a wonderful day.
And don't forget to register for that Father's Day giveaway. All you have to do is pick up the telephone or call us at 757-714-7861 and say, I would like to register for that Father's Day giveaway. Or you can call
757-285-8266. The best thing to do, though, is drop your name right there in our platform.
For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Ylanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. Our subject matter today was young men and teenage fathers. So don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9:30 to 10 right here on WGPL 1350, WMVA 88.9 Peace, 95.3 FM, and WPCE 1400. And for more information, give us a call at 757-714-7861, or you can email us at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com. Don't forget to have a wonderful, wonderful hump day.
Mr. E, I want to first of all thank you for getting Mr. Dominic. I've learned a lot. One thing I learned, it was a question that I always had in my mind. Why do men, the first thing they say is that it ain't mine? That thing burns me up. I never experienced, but I would always hear young men say that to a woman that he's been laying down with, laying up. And the first thing out of his mouth is, it ain't mine. Well, it could have been yours if it ain't yours because you laid down with her. But he said it's a defense mechanism. It's something that it ain't mine. So I understand now a little bit better why it's done, even though I still don't agree with it. But I do understand now that a guy just goes like, he probably just like a fish in the water.
That's right. That's
don't
right.
know what
That's
to do.
Right. Miss Hinton, and one of the things that we got to understand about men, and he knows he might been the only man there with her. And then when it hit him with a shock, a surprise, when they jump to the conclusion and say it ain't mine because they don't know what to say and don't know how to defend themselves. Yes. The first thing that comes to their mind.
Well, why do they have to defend? Why you use that word defend?
Well,
why are you defending? You've been laying up with them.
Well, when because now it's something triggered. I got to go tell my mama. I got to go tell my family. I got a baby on the way. And then when you look at it, we ain't prepared for it at that time. Like he said, he don't have a stable job. He just got in the military, and he didn't have no rank whatsoever. Wasn't making no money. And not only that, he goes to accusing her of doing something that she had not done, but were only with him. And so now he's going to the defense. Who else is it going to be if it's not you?
He's been laying up night and day with this young girl and got a nerve to say it ain't mine.
And then there's so many men that has been falsely accused of it being that their child, and it's not their child. If we look at the track record, if we look at the record from generation to generation to generation, how men has seen so many other men being accused of being a baby daddy when it's not their baby, it's somebody else. And so the first thing they gonna do is go to panic zone and say, look, I know I ain't the only deer in the woods. I ain't the only deer with headlights.
But you could have been.
I could have been.
Were there.
That's right. I could have
so
been.
So it ain't cute.
Now, the only person that has to be punished with that stuff is the child. The child has to go through that. I don't know. My mom and daddy. And I want to do this segment one day, Miss Hinton, where we have to ask the child. How do you feel when you grew up, growing up now, knowing that there was some controversy about your daddy, whether or not your daddy is your daddy?
Oh, we did the segment. You are not the father.
Right,
That
right.
is, that's spooky.
Well-
But that, like you said, you know, you have to, in this, especially in Virginia, you got to have that DNA
That's
test.
right. That's right.
And because now, if you don't have that joint custody through the state owns your child.
That's right. That's right. And then when it comes to children, you know, my heart goes out for children, you know, all kinds of children, you know, especially when they don't know who their daddy is. Well, mama don't know who the
She
daddy
don't
is.
know.
And you know, so mama, you know, so women, you know, and I know some of them are looking for a strong back, you know, someone that's going to take care of their children, whether it be the daddy or not. You know, one of the cats that we had on one time before, Miss Hinton, was that he wasn't the father.
I know.
But he had to
But he
pay
stepped
child
up, didn't he?
support.
Oh, he had to pay child
He
support
had
anyway.
to pay child support for 18 years to a child that was not his.
Because it was born in the marriage.
That's right.
The court said you are the father.
That's right. And but now, how do you think men feel now when they see stuff or hear stuff? These young men right now, they hear these stories because they ain't the only one that had some children. There were some ones before them, and they found out that, you know, you are not the daddy, but you taking care of somebody else's baby, and really it's not yours. You told me that it was my child. You told me, the lady told me that was my child. Then later on down the road, it's not my baby.
Well, the thing about it is DNA tests. You can go ahead and get a DNA test taken and find out for sure, especially, you know, if she's been dealing with more than one character.
Yeah.
But you can't get out that easy because you have been with this woman and it's a possibility that this is your child. When you find out that it's not, a lot of men keep on moving on. But hopefully they've learned the lesson that, listen, you're going to have to do something to help prevent pregnancy yourself. You can't just depend on a woman. Or you know, if you're not in the relationship with this woman, you're going to have to think twice before you go down there and lay up with her.
That's right.
Because guess what? This is what your nephew told us. Child support.
Child support.
And I tell you what, the state has favored and the courts have favored women forever. So
That's
I promise you, you better make sure you get yourself together. Get yourself together, because if you just want to just lay up and not take responsibility, the courts are going to hold you responsible if you're that baby's dad.
What did he say? That child support is the what?
He said it's the devil.
It's the devil. It is the devil.
Here come the court. But anyway, listen, we're going to have our giveaway on Friday.
Yeah.
You can actually pick up the gift card and the gift from Beard Gods on Friday.
That's right.
In time for Father's Day. And we're so glad for you all to join us. We're glad for this topic. I love the fact that he loved fatherhood, regardless of when the child was conceived. He has embraced what he's and said that it's a joy to be a father. Thank God his experience can help other people. But I do hope you all pray for his Mr. E's family. Now, I do hope and pray for healing for his other nephew, and just pray that they will celebrate the life that was taken instead of seeing it as a hard, heavy burden. And they can't celebrate because of that reason. We want to celebrate. If you can't celebrate Father, they celebrate the life of that one.
What do you think about he said the gifts for Father's Day?
That was funny because Mr. E has been saying that for her. I think, Mr. E, how long have you been talking about
I've been talking about gifts for Father's Day for a long time. He said he don't want no wallet. He don't want no tie.
No grill.
Don't give him no grill. Don't give him a pair of socks.
But I liked his gifts.
He said he want a jersey.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah, a football jersey. You know he watched football.
Ladies, we're going to talk on Friday. We're going to have, me and Mr. E going to have to talk to y'all, because now it's time to stop this giving these little trinkets and dollar store tools and whatnot. We're going to have a talk. That's what our subject is going to be about on Friday. Fun Friday. Ladies, you're going to have to step up. But look, I got to go. But you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. We'll talk with you on Fun Friday. Be prepared to win some great, fabulous gifts from Beard Gods and FYI Radio Show.
Now, don't forget that if you like to register to win, all you have to do is do it right now. Go there and put your man's name right down in the box, in the feed right now, or you can email us at FYI Radio Show live at gmail.com. Put your brother's name, your man's name, your father's name, that they may be able to win one of the greatest gift from Beard God. Especially if he got a beard. Look at mine. Look at mine. It's
All
being
right,
tamed.
work it. Come
Yeah.
through, Mr. E. And look, don't forget, Make It All Right, our new single, Ylanda Hinton. Thank you all for your support, all y'all that are buying, playing it, and all that good stuff. Wherever music is sold, you can go and download. Don't forget BulvickAcademy.com. I got the greatest news in the world, Bulvick Academy. Oh my God, Bulvick, all that. That's mine. I mean, officially everything. But go up there and get information. We got some things coming up real soon. We have our anti-bullying rally on October the 12th. I'll share more about that at Virginia Beach Central Library. And I will, just go online and get those items, products, and things like that. And look, Mr. E's going to tell you how you can actually be a part of this show, FYI Radio Show Live and FYI After Dark. You can be a special guest sponsor or intern.
If you'd like to be a special guest sponsor or intern of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, all you have to do is give us a call at 757-714-7861. Or you can inbox us right now at Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Ylanda, the Lady Henson's Facebook page, or FYI Facebook page. Or you can email us at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com. All right, now you can drop your name in it and say, I want to register to be a winner of the FYI Radio Show Special Father's Day gift. That's right.
Yes.
We want to make sure that daddies be well taken care of, that you have the best gift in memories and things of that nature. And ladies, while I have you on the hook, go down and get your man something wonderful that he would talk about for years.
So we'll be talking about that on our Friday show. Also, breaking news. We got some tea for you all, and we're just going to have a great time. Give away wonderful gifts and things. So look, be blessed. We're going to see you back here on Fun Friday.
That's right. 2 up, 2 down. VA.